for women because all they want is to just pin each other against each other, and it's just, ugh.
No one ever should be spoken to in the manner that I've seen.
Everyone thought the drama was over. The years of online chaos, the endless fan wars, and the constant rumors surrounding Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber seemed to have finally faded. But then, out of nowhere, Selena dropped one short message and the internet exploded. It was quick, emotional, and deleted almost instantly. Yet it was enough to reignite a feud everyone thought had been buried for good. Was it a clapback? A warning? Or something deeper? Because when Selena Gomez speaks, even for a moment, the whole world listens. And this time, her silence spoke louder than ever before. It all began with a simple Instagram story. No tags, no flashy filters, no names. Just a few lines that would send social media spiraling into chaos once again.
The girl alone. She can say whatever she wants. Doesn't affect my life whatsoever. Adding, all brands inspire me. There is room for everyone, and hopefully we can all stop.
Just leave the girl alone. It's about relevance, not intelligence. Those were Selena's words, sharp, direct, and almost out of character. Within minutes, the story was gone. But screenshots, they live forever. And in today's world, one screenshot is all it takes to set the internet on fire. Fans instantly started connecting the dots. Who was she talking about? Why now? And most importantly, was this about Hailey Bieber again? Because if history has taught us anything, it's that nothing involving Selena, Hailey, and Justin Bieber ever truly stays quiet for long. For years, the internet has been obsessed with this trio, the pop star, his ex, and his wife. Selena and Justin's decade-long on-and-off relationship became one of Hollywood's most followed love stories. When it ended and Justin married Hailey in 2018, the fandom split like never before. Team Selena and Team Hailey became a constant battlefield on social media. Every post, every quote, every photo was analyzed for hidden meaning. But over the years, both women tried to move past it. They avoided shade, focused on their careers, and even publicly showed support for each other. In 2022, Selena and Hailey shocked the internet when they posed together for a photo at the Academy Museum Gala. It was the picture that was supposed to end all rumors. Two women smiling, arm in arm, proving there was no bad blood. For a moment it worked. The internet calmed down. Fans called it a truce, a moment of peace. But peace, as we know, doesn't trend. Drama does. And before long, the cycle began again. The spark that reignited the feud this time came from an interview Hailey did with the Wall Street Journal. While discussing her skincare brand, Rhode, which had recently expanded into Sephora, the same retailer that carries Selena's rare beauty, Hailey said something that caught everyone's attention. She mentioned, "I think there's space for everybody. I don't feel competitive with people that I'm not inspired by." At first glance, it sounded harmless, even confident. But online, it was taken as a thinly veiled jab. Fans couldn't help but interpret it as shade directed toward Selena. After all, how could you not think of rare beauty when Rhode was entering the same market? Social media detectives went into overdrive. Within hours, TikTok and Twitter were flooded with reaction videos. People analyzed her tone, the timing, even her facial expressions. And just a few days later, Selena posted that infamous story, "Just leave the girl alone. She can say whatever she wants. Doesn't affect my life whatsoever. It's about relevance, not intelligence." Whether intentional or not, the timing was impossible to ignore. The internet had its next big moment, and the headlines practically wrote themselves. But Selena, as always, tried to calm the storm. Not long after deleting the post, she followed up with another story, this time more diplomatic and composed. "All brands inspire me," she wrote. "There's room for everyone. Hopefully, we can all stop." It was classic Selena, poised, kind, and weary. She's been here before, playing peacemaker while the internet tears her and Hailey apart for entertainment. And yet, no matter how many times she preaches kindness, the noise never really goes away. This isn't the first time Selena has had to step in to stop the madness. Back in March 2023, things had gotten so ugly online that Hailey began receiving actual death threats. In an unexpected move, Selena publicly defended her. She confirmed that Hailey had reached out to her privately about the harassment, and Selena immediately asked her fans to stop. She reminded everyone that bullying and hate were never okay, a gesture that once again showed her grace and maturity. But even that wasn't enough to silence the chaos, because the truth is, this feud isn't really about Selena and Hailey anymore. It's about the internet's obsession with conflict, especially between women. Social media thrives on comparison. Every eyebrow post, every makeup launch, every interview becomes a symbol of competition. Fans zoom in on photos, analyze captions, and dissect every tiny detail looking for hidden meaning. And when they find none, they create it. What should be two successful women running their own empires has turned into a never-ending rivalry fueled by clicks and comments. Then, just as the internet was drowning in speculation again, Selena surprised everyone with something completely unexpected: she got married. In September 2025, she quietly tied the knot with music producer Benny Blanco in an intimate, private ceremony. There were no paparazzi, no grand public announcement, just a quiet "I do." For the first time in a long time, the story wasn't about drama. It was about love. Fans rejoiced. It felt like closure, like the end of an era. Selena had moved on not just from Justin, but from the entire narrative that had followed her for over a decade. But just when everyone thought the chapter had closed for good, that mysterious Instagram story appeared. And people couldn't help but ask, if Selena's so at peace, why post that? Maybe it wasn't about Hailey at all. Maybe it was about the frustration of constantly being dragged back into a story she never asked to star in. Imagine spending years focusing on your career, your healing, your happiness, and still being tied to the same old narrative. At some point, even the kindest soul gets tired. Selena's words, "It's about relevance, not intelligence," hit differently. To some, it sounded like a clapback. To others, it was the voice of a woman fed up with the way fame turns everything into a headline. She's been preaching kindness for years, yet every time she speaks up, it becomes drama. Hailey's experienced the same thing. Every attempt to express herself is twisted into something it's not. Both women have, in their own ways, asked for the same thing: peace, privacy, and understanding. But that's the one thing the internet refuses to give them. Because peace doesn't get views. Drama does. And that's the sad truth. The Selena versus Hailey saga isn't fueled by hate between them, it's fueled by our fascination with it. We crave a narrative. We want heroes and villains. We turn real people into symbols of our own opinions about love, loyalty, and success. But behind the headlines and the glossy Instagram posts are two women who are probably just tired of it all. Selena's deleted message might not have been polished, but it was honest. It was raw emotion, the kind that slips out when you've had enough. Maybe she wasn't trying to throw shade. Maybe she was just begging for the madness to finally stop. Because at this point, it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about who's still being dragged through a storm that should have ended years ago. And that's what makes this story bigger than Selena and Hailey. It's a reflection of how toxic celebrity culture has become. We build people up, tear them down, and then act shocked when they finally speak out. Both women have said, in their own ways, that they want to be free from the constant comparisons. But freedom doesn't trend. Peace doesn't sell. So the cycle continues until we, the audience, decide to stop feeding it. So what do you think? Are Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber really enemies, or just two women trapped in a story the internet refuses to let die? Maybe it's time to stop choosing sides and start choosing empathy. Because behind every headline and every viral post, there's a real person just trying to live a normal life. Let's give them that peace. But hey, that's just my take. Now I want to hear yours. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of celebrity drama.